What if the reason you don't feel at peace isn't your situation, your problems, or the people around you? What if it's just one thing, something small, something you don't even notice that's silently holding you back? We often blame stress, overthinking, or life circumstances. But the truth is, real peace doesn't depend on what's happening outside, it depends on what's happening inside your mind. In this video, you'll discover the one thing that's disturbing your inner peace, and once you understand it, everything starts to change. Because sometimes, it's not about adding more to your life, it's about removing what's been holding you back all along. So let's get started. One of the biggest things that quietly steals your peace is overthinking. It may seem harmless at first, just thinking things through, but when it becomes constant, it turns into a mental trap. You start replaying past events, analyzing every small detail, and worrying about things that haven't even happened yet. Overthinking pulls you away from the present moment. Instead of living your life, you get stuck inside your mind. You question your decisions, doubt yourself, and create problems that may not even exist. This constant mental noise makes it difficult to feel calm or at ease. The truth is, not every thought deserves your attention. Many of your thoughts are automatic and repetitive. They don't bring solutions, they only bring stress. But when you treat every thought as important, your mind becomes overloaded. Overthinking also creates fear. The more you think, the more what-if scenarios your mind produces. These imagined situations increase anxiety and make you feel stuck. Instead of taking action, you stay trapped in endless thinking. To break this cycle, you need to become aware of your thoughts. Notice when you are overthinking and gently bring your focus back to the present. Remind yourself that thinking is useful only when it leads to action or clarity, not when it creates confusion. You don't need to control every outcome in life. Accepting uncertainty is a big step toward peace. Peace doesn't come from having all the answers, it comes from having a quiet mind. And that begins when you stop overthinking everything. One of the biggest things that silently takes away your peace is the need for validation from others. When your happiness depends on what people think about you, how they see you, what they say about you, you lose control over your own mind. You start overanalyzing your actions. Did I say the right thing? Do they like me? What are they thinking about me? This constant need for approval creates anxiety and restlessness. No matter what you do, it never feels enough because you're always looking for confirmation from outside. The truth is, you can never satisfy everyone. People have different opinions, moods, and perspectives, and trying to control all of that is impossible. When you depend on others' approval, your peace becomes unstable. One negative comment or reaction can disturb your entire mood. Real peace comes when you start validating yourself. When you know your values, your intentions, and your worth, you don't need constant approval. You become more confident in your decisions because they come from within, not from others. This doesn't mean ignoring feedback completely. Healthy feedback can help you grow, but there's a difference between learning from others and depending on them for your self-worth. Start by doing things because they feel right to you, not because they will impress others. Trust your own judgment. Accept that not everyone will understand or agree with you, and that's okay. The more you seek validation outside, the more peace you lose. But when you find validation within yourself, your mind becomes calm, stable, and free. One of the biggest reasons you struggle to find peace is because you're still holding on to the past. Old mistakes, regrets, painful memories, or things people said or did, these stay in your mind and quietly disturb your present. The problem is, the past cannot be changed. No matter how much you think about it, replay it, or wish it was different, it remains the same. But when you keep holding on to it, you carry that weight every single day. It drains your energy and keeps your mind stuck in a place you can't move forward from. Many people keep revisiting the past because they want closure or answers. They think, why did this happen? Or, what if I had done things differently? But these questions often have no satisfying answers. Instead of giving peace, they create more confusion and regret. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting everything. It means accepting what happened and choosing not to let it control you anymore. It's about understanding that the past is a lesson, not a place to live in. Forgiving, whether it's yourself or someone else, is also a big part of this process. Holding on to anger or guilt only hurts you, not the situation. When you forgive, you free your mind from that burden. Focus on what you can control now, your present actions and your future direction. Every moment you spend stuck in the past is a moment you lose in the present. Peace comes when you release what you cannot change. The past is over, but your life is still moving forward. One major reason people struggle to find peace is a lack of self-control, especially over their emotions and reactions. When you react to everything instantly, without thinking, your mind becomes unstable and restless. Every small situation starts affecting you. Someone says something negative, and you feel hurt. Something doesn't go your way and you get frustrated. A minor problem appears and you feel stressed. This constant reacting drains your energy and disturbs your inner calm. Self-control doesn't mean suppressing your emotions, it means managing them. It's about creating a gap between what happens and how you respond. Instead of reacting immediately, you pause, think, and then choose a response that is calm and balanced. When you don't have self-control, your mood depends on external situations and people. This makes your peace fragile. But when you develop control over your reactions, you become more stable. You don't let every little thing affect you. One simple way to build self-control is to slow down your responses. Take a deep breath before reacting. Give yourself a moment to think. This small habit can prevent unnecessary conflict and stress. It also helps to understand that not everything deserves your reaction. Some situations are better ignored. The more you learn to let go of small triggers, the more peaceful your mind becomes. Over time, self-control builds inner strength. You start feeling more in control of your life instead of being controlled by circumstances. Peace is not about avoiding problems, it's about mastering your reactions to them. And that begins with self-control. One of the biggest reasons people don't feel at peace is because they are not living in the present moment. Their mind is either stuck in the past or constantly worrying about the future. As a result, they miss the only moment where peace actually exists, the present. When you think about the past, you often feel regret, guilt, or sadness. When you think about the future, you feel anxiety, fear, or uncertainty. Both of these take you away from the calmness that is available right now. The present moment is the only place where life is actually happening. But most people are physically here and mentally somewhere else. They are eating but thinking about work, talking to someone but thinking about something else, or trying to relax but their mind is still busy. To find peace, you need to train your mind to come back to the present. Start by paying attention to simple things: your breath, your surroundings, or the task you're doing. When your mind starts drifting, gently bring it back without frustration. Doing one thing at a time also helps. When you fully focus on a single activity, your mind becomes quieter and more stable. Living in the present doesn't mean ignoring your responsibilities or goals. It simply means not letting your mind get lost in unnecessary thoughts. The more you stay present, the more you start to feel calm and in control. Life becomes less overwhelming and more manageable. In the end, peace is not something you find in the future. It's something you experience right now, in the present moment.